All right, everyone. We are going to be live on TV here in about 2 minutes. So we're just going to wait for everyone to hop on before we start.
I'll keep it. I'll make sure,
Okay.
and I'll pull it to you.
When is he
Yep.
going to? He's probably going to text us both, I would think.
Yep, he does. Yeah, you would. You
Okay.
just want to watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We got about 30 seconds. I forget that they have the tornado every
Be a good
day
time
at
to come in.
noon. Yep. Oh, man.
At least it's not fire department coming.
That's true. All right, everybody, welcome into the Auburn Blitz at noon. We are here at PepperTree Steaks and Wine, the best place to be. I'm so excited to get my burger. I already see Brett over there eating his. And I'm here with a special guest today, Coach Brava. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so kind of introduce yourself. You're the head coach of the gymnastics team here at Auburn.
Yeah, been here for a while, so head coach of gymnastics, and just really excited to start another season. Just been seems like it's just yesterday I got here, and that was the Cam Newton year, so everybody remembers that. But man, it's just a quick flashback. It seems like yesterday, but it seems like 15 years ago.
So kind of tell me, last night the rankings came out and the schedule came out. Y'all are ranked 11, and you guys got a pretty tough season coming up.
Yeah. We lost a lot of seniors and a lot of routines. So to be ranked, we finished 11th last year. So basically, what our peers think of us, that's the coach's goal, is they assume we're going to pick up where we left off with some new people coming in. So that's actually a really good thing, because I think we're really capable of picking up right where we left off. But it is a preseason poll. We got to put the work in, and we've got to go out there and perform. But it sort of makes it real. It's the kickoff to next year. So we'll see how it plays out. The schedule is always, we're in the SEC. I think every SEC team is in the top 12. So only 3 teams in the top 12 are not from the SEC. There's only 9 SEC teams. So it's not a shocker that we're going to have the toughest schedule in the country, because our out of conference schedule is really difficult. So
all within the top 25, isn't that right?
Yeah. We're bringing to town NC State is a first home meet. I think they're ranked 23rd, and I think 5th or 6th place is Michigan State, and they're coming to town. So
wow.
Yeah, we're going to compete in Auburn Arena, Neville Arena now, I guess, with basically everybody in the top 10 is coming to Neville Arena.
What kind of advantage do you think that is, with it being your home field advantage, basically?
Well, it's always an advantage to be at home in the SEC. Our Neville Arena, with this fan base and the way it's built, the noise you can get in there is a really extreme advantage for us. So we're hoping to pack the place every night, because it does give us a little bit of an advantage. But to go up against the toughest teams in the country, that's what we want to do, because we want to test ourselves.
Right.
And we're a unique sport where the score matters more than a win or a loss. You want to win, and more than anything, you have to have a good score. So we're not afraid to test ourselves, even if it means we end up with a great score but a loss. That still helps us in postseason rankings. So it's sort of like you got to grit your teeth and get through it. But going through a gauntlet like this will make us better in the postseason.
I was talking with Kendra, and she said that every year it's kind of like you say, "Gosh, we have one of the toughest schedules in the country." Why is it that you like to schedule these really, really tough teams? How do you think that helps the girls and helps their growth?
Well, when you get to the postseason, you're going to feel this pressure. When you get to SEC championships and when you get to NCAA regionals and Sweet 16 and all that, you have to go up against the best, and you actually have to beat a couple of them just to progress through the bracket. So you have to practice that, and if you're practicing against talent that isn't pushing you, you're probably not getting a realistic picture of what your team is, and your team is not getting a realistic picture of what it's going to be like. So we've done it on purpose for years, partially because it's the SEC, but partially because we want to bring in these other teams that we might run into in the postseason. And if we can beat them in a tight meet, or we can stay close to them in a tight meet, we'll gain confidence from that. So everything's about how you get the month of April looks for us, rather than the month of January. So just trying to keep a long vision. That's
right. So what about you've coached a lot of competitors, and this team, like you said, you lost a lot of seniors, so you have some younger girls that are looking to step up. I know you don't want to single out any of them, but who do you see as real competitors on this team this year?
Well, we're packed. We're just stacked with real competitors. This is I don't know. I mean, one of the most competitive teams, inner competitiveness that I've been able to coach. It's been a really fun team to coach because they want the best for their teammate, but they also want to beat their teammates. That's
right.
What it takes. But I think if you look at leadership and you look at people who've been through the game before, we have freshmen coming in that are Olympic team members. They're going to have to step in and try to figure this game out. It's a different game than qualifying to the Olympics or qualifying to U.S. championships. It's a completely different game. So they're going to lean heavy on our experienced people. So like Olivia Greaves, Julianne Huff, Alex Irvine, the people who've been through it before, they're probably going to have to step up quite a bit. So our junior class this year, we're lucky. We really technically only have one senior. So This whole team is probably going to be a 2-year project for us. We're going to have them for 2 years, and then we'll gain another freshman class next year. So I'm really looking at this team as a 2-year project and really developing great leadership and great camaraderie.
You've had some of these girls, like you said, that have been on the Olympics before and Team USA. How is it that when you're bringing in some of these girls that either coming in have competed already with Team USA or they have to go and compete for the Olympics? How is that when you're coaching them? They have another kind of coach that they've coached with. What's that like as a coach when you get some of these girls?
It's a lot of work. I'll put it that way. But for the most part, unless I have dealt with a foreign countries group. That the language barrier can be something.
Right.
But when they're English speaking, it's really, for the most part, I end up knowing most of the coaches. So, I was lucky with Suni, with my brother, and some of these other athletes who might make a run. We've recruited from their gyms in the past. We know their coaches really well. So it's a team effort. Everybody puts the athlete first, and our goal is to put our egos aside and do what's best. Their expertise is in their different rules. So gymnastics still follows the same, physics rules and gravity rules, but for the most part, the scoring is different. So you have to lean on the other coach, and they have to lean on us to make sure we're doing what's best for the athlete. So it's teamwork.
So when you say that, your brother was Suni's coach also, and you have to probably, I assume, lean on him for some advice, he leans on you for some advice. How is that working with your brother in your profession?
Yeah. Probably be positive about this. We're brothers, and,
right.
we're identical twin brothers. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, we opened up the gym together, the gym that Suni went to and that he owns. That was our gym. And I went into college because of my kids and sold my half of the gym to him. So I still have a real vested interest in that business doing well and my brother doing well. And so that's never been an issue. But we built that business, and it was built on two very strong-willed people. So I'll put it that way. My sister-in-law and my wife usually have to help be the voice of reason at times. But
I could not imagine working with my brother. That
No,
would be a nightmare.
but he is. I'll give him credit. He's brilliant. He's very good at what he does, and so that's a positive. But his job is not my job, and my job is not his job. So we both have to respect what the other person's job is, and you got to, again, you put the athlete first. It was up to us to make sure that SUNY made another Olympic team,
Right.
and it was up to us to make sure that she was successful. So, and that's the same with any athlete that comes here. If they want to go back and compete for another country or for the U.S., that's our job. So, it's a lot of work, but it is worth it for the athlete.
When you left and you decided to come into college, and now you've been at Auburn for 15 years, how has that helped with your growth as a coach? But also, you stepped away from prior to coaching college girls, and now it's all college girls.
Right.
It's definitely, I assume, different for you because you also have two girls of your own that
Right.
are helping, volunteering with the
Yeah.
team. But how was that?
It's just a different. It's nearly a different sport. I mean, the gymnastics is the same, but the rules in NCAA gymnastics are built towards parity. It's built towards everybody. Even when SUNY got here, Olympic gold medalist, she had to compete in a rule system that was built that everybody could beat her. And that was not the FIG, which is the international gymnastics. That one's built to separate, to make sure individuals, if they throw more like Simone and SUNY, that they get rewarded for that. So it is just a completely different animal. I'm in charge of 20 athletes. My brother's in charge of a couple. I love it because it's actually a lot more motivational. It's a lot more psychological, and it's team building and that type of stuff, management oriented as well, where his is way technical. He has to build somebody their gymnastics for 9, 10, 11 years.
Right.
And I only get them for 4 years. So completely different animals that we're trying to compare.
What are you most excited for this upcoming season?
Just a young team getting out there, and they're competitive, but what you see in practice might not always be what you see in a meet. So I'm excited to see who we create for ourselves. We have this blank slate. We're young. We got a couple years together, and I want to see that we start on the right foot and continue to build.
Well, I'm really excited. You're going to have the Auburn Blitz on the sidelines looking and watching. So we can't wait to keep up with you this season. I know you got to get to practice now, but thank you so much for taking the time that you do have to come out here to PepperTree Steaks and Wine and sit down and talk with us for a little bit.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. It's great seeing everybody out there. And I actually got to go to practice.
Well, have fun, and thank you so much. We'll be right back after this break. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much,
thank you very
Coach.
much.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Hey, you want me to listen to show?
He's like, no, we got to go to practice.
I made a picture while you were interviewing.
Yeah, if you go to practice for me, I'll do this.
Hey, I'll try it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Go.
But she asked me some numbers for crying out loud.
Hey, I wanted to get some good stuff in here, so thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Bye, be safe.
Okay,
I'm good.
back with another.
Hold on.
Good luck, man.
Yes, sir.
I like that sweatsuit.
All right, you want me to go?
My
Man,
voice.
I can tell.
Where can I get that sweatsuit?
They gave that to us.
I'm obsessed with
I
that.
looked at it in my locker. I like that.
I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Do you want an outlet burger? You want Bruce's burger?
Let's do it.
Do you want cheese on it?
I don't know.
No cheese.
I just hate it. No,
Are
don't
you
do it.
sure?
Yes, we're positive.
Hey, Jeff.
I'm good.
Thank you, but you just had lunch.
Yes,
He'll
Yes.
take a rain check.
thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I was,
Paula, I'm here.
yeah.
I said, let me call him.
It's awesome.
I was coming. I was gonna come.
Perfect.
How are you? You
I'm
doing
good.
Y'all
How
get
are
ready?
you?
Good. Get ready for the Christmas holidays. That's about it.
That's right.
Y'all got all your gifts?
Thank you for bringing us a
Basically.
Nike shirt. We really appreciate our Christmas present.
Hey, I brought you one. I brought you one. What?
I don't know how to answer that. I'm
I
like,
love that. See, y'all get the stuff that-
What size do you want?
oh, 2X?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh wait, I only got the XL today.
That's okay. I'll take that.
You can do XL.
I'll take that. I'll just.
It's a medium.
That's fine. Just give me a. No worry.
His better half can wear
There
it.
you go.
There you
I
go.
give it to my wife. They
And
take
your son,
my daughter.
Your son was on the court. I
Yeah.
was like, I know him.
CJ. Oh, CJ. Yeah.
Ah.
Please thank Murphy for me.
Oh, Keyshawn Murphy.
Thank him for being a workhorse. And
He's
doing
a
all
good
the-
one. He
doing all the work.
drive me crazy, but
And
he's.
for learning how to.
Hey,
This
good
is my husband,
I know.
Barry.
I
met
met
him. How you
Yeah.
doing, my
Good to see
friend?
you, sir. How are
Oh,
you?
I like cool.
Well, you know.
I like the good. We keep finding that's not available on the side. Y'all get all the good stuff.
I guess.
It's not fair.
I know.
I guess.
I would rep it, but whatever.
I would
First
tell them,
pick.
I'm gonna call Maddox and say, okay, we'll take a
That's the guy.
couple of smalls, a couple of large, and get an
I
order.
want to say they just did this for the staff.
I love it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I love it.
What?
I'll be dunking.
That's what they always do.
No
We'll be an
question.
extension
No
of the
question.
job.
No question. No question. No question.
So I don't
Y'all
know.
ready for Purdue?
Yes.
Yes. Right. Good answer.
Yes. Yeah. We got. Well, it's Wednesday.
That's
We got
long
a
trip.
couple more days to get ready though. Yeah. We'll be ready.
Actually,
The only thing bad about those teams, they got revenge on them.
Oh yeah, they
Like
did.
Michigan.
Y'all beat them.
all the good ones.
And they're good. That's the other,
Probably.
that's the other thing that's bad.
So that's what they got revenge. Auburn just needs to play with a chip on their shoulder.
We,
Go in and say.
but we feel a lot better. We got a lot more time to prepare for this game. Arizona,
I was
we didn't
gonna
have very
say.
long to prepare. We played
Oh my God!
They in Michigan.
Yes.
Oh my God, they're real.
Michigan better than Arizona. But
Yeah.
Michigan
Arizona,
is legit.
yeah.
Oh, I know.
Everything
It's
they,
like-
everything that they can close their eyes and throw that
Well,
ball's
so,
going in.
you know,
It's
They
incredible.
spent so much money.
Oh, we talked to that. I was
They bought an NBA team.
before we played Michigan. I sat behind the guy. His name is Jeff Fox, and he is the top donor. Yes,
Okay.
he put the team
Of
together.
course,
We had a great conversation.
he's the guy that, and he's one of the ones that had a lot to do with getting Bryce Wood up there.
Yeah, well, yeah. Not only that, but he also got Yaxel. Yeah, from UNAB.
I knew you got him.
Yeah, $4 million.
Right.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That money just
Yeah.
It's just
blows my
It
mind.
helps when it helps when you're a billionaire. Yeah.
Just 1 million would change my life
There you
right
go.
now. Like,
It's
come
coming.
on.
It's coming. It is coming.
Ay, ay, ay.
I'll get one.
Um,
When I get finished.
Okay, we got 15 seconds.
All right.
Oh.
Yes.
Yay. Yay. I'm so excited for the holidays.
I'm ready to.
I love Christmas.
Oh, from Thanksgiving to Christmas, that's my time.
All right, you guys, welcome back. I am here with Coach Williams. Busy man,
Yes.
aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. But guys, we're here at PepperTree Steaks and Wine, the best place to be always.
Absolutely.
I cannot wait to eat my burger. I know it's sitting over there, and I'm so excited to eat it. But all right, Coach, kind of tell me about this season that you guys have had so far. You guys have had a tough schedule, and it's only going to get tougher.
Yeah, the teams that we played, when you look back at our losses, Houston was number one.
Yep.
Arizona is not number one. And we think Michigan is better than Arizona. And so we play some talented teams that have challenged us in different ways. But you learn a lot about your basketball team when you play teams like that. And certainly we learned a lot, and we know where we need to get to and how hard we need to work to get to that point. But we're excited about our team. We still have a lot of room to grow, and the best is yet to come, hopefully.
When you're telling me about your team growing and learning, it doesn't stop when you become a coach.
Right.
What have you learned about yourself this season so far?
Well, I mean, every year demands a little bit more patience. The teams are totally different. Kids are totally different, and just kind of understanding where they're what they might be going through since I was a basketball player, and being able to relate that to them as they go through their different challenges. But all teams bring on something totally different than the others, and you just have to adjust. And I think that's where the good Lord has blessed me with experience. I've been there, done that. I got the T-shirt, and I can always give them my perspective from a genuine place that they understand and they can receive.
Mhm. You guys are going to Purdue on Saturday, or you're going to be playing on Saturday.
Correct.
What have y'all done to prepare up to this point? You have a little bit longer in between games this time, so a lot more time.
Well, Coach Pearl has really challenged our guys to, these are the things that it takes for us to be successful against
Right.
Purdue. We played them here last year, and our guys did an outstanding job, and we want to kind of mirror what we did last season. So he's emphasized that, and just another great opportunity. He keeps emphasizing great opportunity. These opportunities are right in front of us, and we have to take advantage of it. And it's not going to be easy.
Right.
It'll take some hard work and dedication, some sacrifice, and guys got to understand the game plan and really follow that game plan to tooth and nail. And if we do that, that puts us in position to win a basketball game. That's what he's emphasized to our guys, and our guys have to take that mentality as we travel to Indiana.
When we talked before the season started about how basically a brand new team other than one returning Todd Pettiford, this is, like you said, they're learning each other each and every day too, and learning how to play together. I know that Keyshawn Hall has talked about, getting the ball to his teammates
Right.
more and getting more assists or going and getting the rebounds a little bit more. Can you talk about his growth personally?
But Keyshawn Hall is, when you look at his portfolio and where he's gone and the success that he has had offensively and his production, you look at his stats now, they're insane. He's had to learn how to distribute the ball a little bit more. That's part of being a leader, and in his position as a leader, he has to make sure we get everybody involved, and he is understanding that. He came to Auburn. That's one of the things he told Coach. He wanted to come to Auburn, become a better defensive basketball player, and he's doing that. He's making strides in that area, but his leadership is you can't measure the things that he do for our basketball program and those guys, helping them to understand what they're going to face and their approach to it. He has a professional approach to everything he does, and we've been excited to have him on our basketball team.
You've also had a few guys battling some injuries, Keyshawn Murphy and Simon Walker coming back from his injury. How have you seen them persevere through injuries and get back out on the court?
Well, our trainer, head trainer Clark, he's done a phenomenal job at making sure those guys are equipped and that they come in and take the time to make sure they get healed, get better. He has a program that they got to be mirrored to and married to, but those guys have really took it upon themselves to make sure they're in the training room at all times to get better. A lot of that has to do with preventive recovery versus when I get hurt, I go in the training room. So they're doing some stuff to prevent them from getting hurt, and then they're maintaining that throughout the season. Keyshawn Murphy, because he's been injured since he got here, I told him we need to wrap him up in some bubble wrap, so he don't get injured. But he's been in the training room. He lives in the training room, not when he's just injured, but when he's not injured. And Simon Walker, of course, he's gotten better, and they understand. Like, for example, Keyshawn Murphy understands how important the training room is. Simon Walker is learning how important that training room is, and he's been married to it too as well. And that's what has enabled them to get better, along with Clark management, our trainer.
Before the season started, everyone talked about how Auburn they lost their big guys.
Right.
And another one that unfortunately we just heard won't be in throughout the rest of the season, and Miko Forum.
Yeah.
Do you have any update on him, or if he's okay? I know we're not going to see him, but any update?
Well, he understands the situation, and Mecca is a phenomenal person, and a person of faith too as well. And it was a blessing how all this transpired, and they found that. And the main thing for him now, he's going to get well, and his family is excited about him getting well, and now them understanding that no, I got to go get checked.
Mhm.
I might have the same thing. So it's been a blessing all around. You never want any of your players to have to go through any difficulties, but this procedure is going to save his life and give him some longevity. And so, from that standpoint, we're excited about that. We're going to miss him on the basketball court. That
Right.
size, but we're happy for him longevity wise.
What about just some of the big guys down low? How I know we like to see Keyshawn Murphy get out around the perimeter, but he's going to be underneath the hoop
That's
a
right.
little bit more, and Jovic is also down there. But kind of how is that going to be now that Amika isn't going to be in? It's going to be we're going to see both of them underneath the hoop. How is that kind of going to go?
Well, I think that you got to add probably Sebastian William Adams down to that bunch down
Okay.
there down low, as well as Keyshawn Hall too as well.
Mhm.
Those four, Keyshawn Murphy, Keyshawn Hall, Sebastian, and Jovic, Philip. Um, those guys are going to have to find some synergy together and make sure they take care of that position. And it won't be just one guy; it would be a plethora of guys filling that role. Because we need all of them.
Yeah.
Size matters in basketball on the block and down low, and we got to have size, and we got to have guys that are bought into that. And sometimes you might come in as a strictly four man, and now you have to move over to the five positions. So some of those guys will have to move over to the five position. But we feel like we got enough to be able to do that. And here again, it won't be just one person; it'll be those guys collectively, and we'll do it as a team.
Well, Coach, we're so excited to keep up. We're going to be on the baselines down there. We're going to be watching. So Auburn Blitz will show out and support always. But good luck this weekend. We're so excited to keep up. And thank you so much for coming out here to PepperTree Steaks and Wine, one of the best places to be.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas to you.
And I look forward to getting my $100 gift certificate sometime this month.
Yes, it will be coming. All right, guys, we'll be right back after this break. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yay.
Yes.
Thank
yes.
All right, we got. Let's just do like 5.
You enjoy yourself. Make sure you get
I want
yourself
some
here.
tickets. You got my game.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Auburn Blitz at lunch. We are here at PepperTree Steaks and Wine, one of the best places on earth to be.
I'm going to attempt to talk, okay? I'm glad you had Coach Williams and Coach Graba on with us, but
Yes.
I apologize. Again, my voice, I feel fine. I don't sound good, but we're going to fight through it. But, hey, Coach Williams, Coach Graba, top
Oh my
notch,
gosh,
top notch.
they're so fun to talk to. But this program brought to you every day by
Yep.
Russell Jewett Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and Sensagreen for air that's warm and clean this holiday season.
Yeah, no doubt. No
But
doubt.
I mean, honestly, today it's really nice outside. So I can see if, you're going outside and, I don't know, going
It's
on a
gonna
run
be
or
like
something,
70
maybe a little warm.
coming up this weekend.
Yeah. So you
70.
want a reliable unit, and
Right.
Carrier is going to be the unit for you.
Hey, talking about basketball, Coach Williams, the staff, big test coming up with Purdue.
Yeah.
And looking at what they've done against, obviously, you guys talked about how good Arizona, Michigan. This is the last big test before they head into SEC play. And look, there's still a lot of things to figure out with this team. And I know y'all probably talked about that, didn't you?
Yeah, there are. And also, talking to Coach Williams about how this team is still growing and learning together.
Right.
And the schedule has been nothing short of a very difficult schedule with very quick turnarounds. This is the first time that there's a shorter or a longer turnaround than some of the other games. And so they're able to prepare a lot more for this Purdue team, which, again, is another legit team that they're going to play.
Well, and it makes it tougher because you got a bunch of new guys.
Right.
The schedule was tough last year, but you add a tough schedule and everybody new but one guy.
Yep.
And pretty much a brand new head coach. Although these guys have been on this staff, they're in new roles.
They are.
And so everybody's trying to learn all of this stuff while you're playing a Michigan, an Arizona, a Houston, and you're getting prepared for the SEC schedule. So, look, I think everybody needs to kind of pump the brakes on getting worried about the program as a whole. You're going to take some more lumps. There's going to be a lot more losses in the future. And I'm not meaning that negatively, but every single night in this conference is really, really tough. And Auburn's been at the top, and the expectations are high at Auburn, and they should. And I had somebody come up to me the other day and said, well, why can't Auburn people just be, we're spoiled, all that. I said, but you've built yourself up to this point. You don't want to say, oh, I'm okay with taking a few steps back. When you reach that point, you want to stay there. That's what the whole goal is. So they understand that more than anybody. They don't want to take, they don't go, oh, well, we got new staff, we got new players. We want to take a step back.
This
the
is
goals.
just a time off. That's absolutely
Right.
not. And, Coach Williams kind of addressed that about how this is making them want to go after it a little bit more because the thing is the competitiveness now just in the league overall, but also with NIL and how a lot of teams are becoming a lot better because they're able to go out there and get some different guys. This is just making them want to grow and get more aggressive in the game.
Right.
And even though some of these guys are only going to be together for this 1 year, that's still 1 year that they're wanting to chase after a win, a national championship, and it does change the game tremendously.
Well, I think the new landscape of college athletics is a flash in the pan every year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate it. I don't like this system. I hate it. I hate the way college football is structured. I hate the way college basketball is structured. You got totally different teams year to year now. And it's been that way in basketball for a while, but now it's gotten that way in football. I mean, you lose 35 guys and don't think anything about it. And a lot of them are either depth positions or starters. I mean, we can dive into that part too, because I know obviously we're up to 15 or 16 now that have gotten in the portal, and we're nowhere near finished with that. But, there was something to be said about building continuity and building, and I've heard coaches, plenty of them say, that's what these kids don't get anymore. They don't get the longevity and the relationships and all the things that you look on previous years and previous teams for all colleges, and they kind of build a brotherhood, and they kind of have a a bond for life. Well, if you're only there for 9 months, you can make a friend, but are you really building any kind of relationship?
That's exactly right. And that's where we said in this whole football thing, the trauma bond that has grown some of these guys together, which seriously, I feel like that's what it is at this point.
I just think everything. I don't know what the answer is. I know we get on here and talk about this, but something has got to be formulated to put stipulations on all of this to control this.
Yeah.
Because everybody's tired of it. Like even the teams that are in the playoffs and how exhausting it is to you can't even concentrate on being in the playoffs and enjoying it. You can't enjoy being in the Final Four because you're worried about what you got to do next year.
Right.
The whole goal and why you play the sport is to go win a championship.
That's
right. If you can't enjoy that journey, then what are you doing it for?
Right.
So it's all selfishness. It's all money. And the loyalty of, I want to go play for that university because it means something or whatever, is gone. Like, all of you can say what you want to say, but this is not the way it's structured anymore. And it's not that you don't want players to get compensated. That's not what I'm saying. But it has gotten so absurd and out of control that now you almost have to just burn it all down and start over, because it cannot continue to go the direction it's going, because the calendar is all messed up. You got recruiting and portal and playoffs and everything going on all at one time. And so
nothing's going to
somebody has got to formulate. So I don't even know who that is, because obviously the NCAA has no power at all and has been rendered useless for a long time. But you still pull for the jersey. But as a kid growing up, you found a guy you attached yourself to, and you were like, man, he plays for my school, and you get to see him for 3 or 4 years. Now it's one and done. Like, you go buy a whatever number jersey, and that guy could be gone in 9 months and go be wearing your rival's jersey. Now I hate it, because the generation doesn't understand what it's like to hook your wagon to somebody and be loyal. So, but all right, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. Stay tuned. More to come here at PepperTree Steaks and Wine right after this.
I have to take a bite of mine.
Take a bite. Sorry, guys, my voice. I promise, it's getting better. It's getting better.
That's so true. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean,
Have we heard about
athletes?
They want to go play with their dad.
Well, if I want to go pull for if I want to be a pro, if I want to go pull for a pro team, I'll just go pick one. That's what separated college athletics from pros. So,
they're not playing because they love the game.
right. I just get tired of the constant. Like, I hear what you say, Count. I get it, but I don't. It's always reloading, repurposing everything that you got to do to. It's a constant grind and a fight. You can't just build on top of what you have, and it stinks. I mean, and I know it's an old school way of looking at it, but again, you can compensate and pay people, but it doesn't have to be just astronomically absurd.
The spicy potato is the best idea.
Appreciate it, brother. Those probably helped out a little bit.
Let me know when we have 30 seconds.
Okay, I will.
I could eat my baked potato every single day.
Perfect. Can I have that?
Mm-hmm. And then the other side has their special.
Okay, yeah,
That's got
awesome.
the steak packet.
All right, perfect. Thank you. No, I haven't. That's awesome. I appreciate it, Jay Lester. We appreciate y'all so much. Sorry, I sound like I've been in a smoke factory for 20 years, but it's gonna get better. It's getting a little bit better now. Some of you may enjoy that I don't have a voice. What are you laughing at, Bob?
Kim's probably great.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Kim's like, yes. Right, are your parents coming here for Christmas? Are you going to Georgia? Okay. Nice. And how's your sweet baby? Is she better? She feeling good?
Mm-hmm.
I think I heard her shake yesterday morning. I'm like, yep, that sounds like Shugs.
Always. It's so funny, but she's doing so much better. And now Reese and I are actually going to go camping this weekend. And so the girls love going camping. Oh my gosh.
They're enjoying the running around. Where do y'all go camping?
We're going, where did I say we were going?
You want to tell everybody where y'all going?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
That's all right.
Y'all just keep talking about all your personal travels.
Yeah.
So everybody can follow you where you're going.
Yeah, literally.
So instead of the Santa tractor, it'll be the fake tractor.
Please, Lord, no. We have things to keep us safe.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz here at
PepperTree Steaks and Wine. I was just eating my burger over there.
What is it? I mean,
I don't know.
yes, she's happy. I think. Aren't you happy today?
I was just eating a twice baked potato.
But he
and
gave
a
us a
burger.
great compliment right there below, above.
Oh,
Best AU podcast out there.
thank you.
We appreciate. We think so.
Yes.
We
Well,
think so.
Yeah, very appreciative.
Even though I sound like crud, I don't feel bad.
Hey, I'm like blown away of how good my twice baked potato was that I was just eating. Brought to you every single day by Russell Dewitt Center and Building Supply Store, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, no job is too big or too small, and Sense Green for air that's cool and clean, or warm and clean.
Whatever you want. So, not really, Dylan. We don't have anything substantive on that, but going to dive into the portal. Obviously, Jay Crawford yesterday. That's a big one that I think. Again, when you got depth in the secondary, now you've got obviously Rayon Strader, which makes Kay and Lee probably a lot more of a priority.
Mhm.
And I think what you got to look at, and we've already been down this road so many times in the last several years with coaching changes, you have to trust that they have a plan to know how to handle all this stuff. And Alex Golish and this new staff that finally is completely assembled, they have to sit down and talk to these guys, and they have to determine if the amount of money they're asking for is worth it or not.
Right.
And then they look at production and they look at the needs maybe in other places, and they go, okay, I hear you. And if you feel like that's what you're worth, we're not going to pay you that. But, you have the opportunity to go and shop around. And you and I kind of kicked that around last night on a text thread that, sometimes you can be in a really good situation and not know how good a situation you're in, or you can go test the waters and do a little gamble, think you're maybe a little better. And I'm not using Jay Crawford as an example, using another kid as an example that it blew up in his face this summer.
Yeah.
So
That was the first thing I said to you when it was like, all right, if you're going to go out there and do a little gamble, or you're going to do testing the waters out there, I mean, you might find out
you might
how
get
much
humbled. You might get
really
humbled.
are looked to be worth. And so, again, this coaching staff too, the guys that are staying on that defensive side who do believe in some of these players, and especially, Jay Crawford, we talked about him
Right.
how many times throughout the preseason
spring and all that. Yeah.
So again, you might go out there and you might see, hey, it's not really what I wanted out here, or
But I just think that, you got to know who you're surrounding yourself with. You got to know who the people that are advising you, and you got to trust in them. This is a process, and I get it. You got to strike while the iron's hot in life. And if some of these guys feel like this is their true opportunity to do some things financially, I'm not faulting them at all on that. What I am saying is sometimes staying where you are literally is your best opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you think there's something better out there, and it might be. But also understand that you're basically a pro player at this point. I hate to keep saying that, but it is. So with that comes more responsibility. You're not viewed as just a college athlete anymore. When you're throwing the kind of numbers out there that we hear, then when you don't perform, you get booed. When you don't do the things that you're supposed to do, people are going to be a lot more vocal than they probably were in previous years. That's just with the territory. Comes with the money, comes more responsibility, comes more accountability.
I think too, that's what a lot of these coaches coming from either USF or, some of these smaller schools that don't understand it, like the SEC,
Right.
I think they're learning that. And I think they see that, and they see how aggressive that they have to go and get after it. And
Right.
so to the point of, all right, if you want somebody that is coming from smaller, who had to grow and who had to get better, that's the kind of guy I want in my corner, that's coming and going head first, diving deep into all these different things, learning along the way. But honestly, everybody is at this point. Look at how many turnovers there have been, and how many people are learning about different things while NIL and all of this recruiting kind of stuff is happening in real time. No one's able to go back there and say, hey, this is what we've done in the past. This is what we can. Nobody's able to say that.
Right.
So again, with the portal window, signing day, coaching turnovers, all happening at the same time, everybody is going through the exact same thing.
Right.
So there's a lot to learn from people, but also a lot to move forward and test the waters in different areas of, all right, we're not going to hold back.
Right. So. I agree. You know what? It's learning on the fly for everybody involved. And there is no pattern, because there are no, like you said, there is no precedent set.
Right.
You are setting the precedent now with everything that's going, but are you going to have any accountability and anything to regulate the way all this stuff's done? Or are you just going to let it just keep continuing to have an unlimited ceiling? We'll see how it all kind of plays out. All right, we're up against the final break here at PepperTree Steaks and Wine. Again, we appreciate them so very much. We'll take the break. We'll come back one final segment right after this.
but
Nothing. All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. I'm sorry about my voice again, but glad we're here at PepperTree Steaks and Wine. I'll let you read the specials, Faith. It'll sound a lot better coming from you.
all right, guys. On Christmas Eve, they're going to be open from 9 to 3. So make sure you're going to be able to pick up your orders by 2:30 on Christmas Eve for all of your holiday meals that you're going to be getting from PepperTree. And then they're going to be closed on Christmas and also on that Friday. So they're going to reopen on Saturday at 9. So if you're getting stuff for New Year's Eve or whatever it might be, but listen to some of these like steak packs that they have. If you're getting an 8-ounce bacon wrap filet for 2, it's just $55, less than $55. In 6, $145 or $140. Yeah, $145.
I don't know how they do it. How do they do it with the prices?
I don't know either, because
It's
I
crazy.
can
Crazy.
tell you right now, that's what I would be doing for Christmas.
Is that a hint? Everybody out there?
Yes.
Maybe. Okay.
So that's
Good,
what I'm going to be doing.
but their deals are always good.
They're always so good.
We always like, oh, here's the new deals. It's like every time you walk in here, it's a new deal. So it's like,
well, I mean, and you also have to go ahead and get all their Christmas stuff, because it's there's less than there were the last time that we came in here. So everybody is going to be wishing they had come here and get it before.
right. No doubt. James, we'll see you at Lake Martin Pizza. Yeah,
I also
On
think
Friday.
we have another gift certificate to give him to
We do.
PepperTree.
we do. So
Well,
be hooking you up,
there.
James. Appreciate it. Hey, I do want to say something real quick before we go off. Yesterday, I just feel like I need to say something about Christina Chambers, a friend, just a great person. It was terrible. After I got the news yesterday, you and I got it at the same time. It was just, it was on my mind the rest of the day, and it was on my mind this morning. And I feel for her family, and I feel for that child, and it just, not that there's ever a good time ever for that to happen, but especially right now here around Christmas time. It's just, we just saw her the other day.
yeah.
And it puts things in perspective about how fleeting life is. And if most of y'all have heard, you've probably seen or heard at this point, what happened with Christina Chambers. But she so known everywhere. I worked with her a good bit on the HSA side. She's just always smiling, always a true professional, and she'll be missed. Just devastating news. I don't really know how else to say it, but I did feel like, with all of us in the media, that, we're kind of a networked family together, and, we may not see each other all the time, but we cross paths, covering events and doing things
More than
together.
you would think.
So, just a tough one yesterday, man. I don't know how else to say it. And, so continue to keep, her extended family and their child in your thoughts and prayers as they try to get all that put back together and figure out, what really happened and all of that. So just a sad, terrible situation.
Yeah, it's awful. Prayers to her family and everybody whose life that she impacted. I know there were a lot, and she was also a teacher.
Right.
So really, really sad. But
Yeah, never a good time for any of that to ever happen, but especially here at Christmas time, it makes it even worse, it seems like. But again, we do want to remind everybody, obviously we'll be back on in the morning. My plans are for everything to go back to normal tomorrow if my voice will cooperate. It's gotten a little better.
it does.
It's working its way back, but hopefully back tomorrow close to 100% for the podcast, and then obviously the noon show will go on as normal. Then you and I on Friday will be at Lake Martin Pizza on Highway 63, not the 49 one in Dable, the Highway 63 one. Yeah, if you have not gone out and liked our Instagram page, you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, get all those updates through that, our Facebook as well. go out there and check us out. I know a lot of you out there. Yeah, I actually just, I admit I did last night. It somehow it didn't work. So,
Maybe you didn't have enough.
yeah, I won't say how much, but yeah, that'll help. And uh, hopefully everything will be back to normal. But I appreciate y'all being patient and sticking through me. Again, want to thank Coach Graba and Coach Williams for joining you.
Yeah.
Thank God. I've never been more appreciative. I asked Coach Graba, I said, you want to do the whole show? It'd be fine with me. And
you would have had to go coach practice.
that's fine. I could have tried. I could have just said, hey, I trust all you.
I would have thrown myself off the bars and been like, oh,
Yeah,
all right.
exactly. But we've got 1 minute here, so we do want to close out. Justin, I heard that, and I appreciate you so much. And I've still got the thing that I need to give you that I've been trying to give you since October, okay? So we need to get together at some point in time. But appreciate PepperTree Steaks and Wine so very much and everything that they always do. They are awesome partners with us here on the Auburn Blitz Faith. And
could not be more grateful
No.
for the people here and also the yummy food. Jeff in the back, who was talking
Always
to him
top
earlier,
notch.
literally just hooking us up every single time.
all right, we're going to get out of here for TV. For Faith Richardson, I'm Brett Pritchard saying we've enjoyed it. We'll hope you have. See you tomorrow. All right, everybody, you don't want to hear me anymore, so I'm going to do everybody a favor and cut it off. But appreciative of all of you out there so much. Faith, good job with Coach Williams and Coach Graba.
Love them. They're the best.
Always glad to have our guests. Thanks to Paula for always helping us get everything lined up. Barry, thanks for tagging along. So we appreciate it, as always. That's what I get, right? You say who catches the brunt of all the. You know what? Everybody's got a role in life, so that's right. So
I'm here for the burgers.
There you go, Barry.
could be worse. Could be worse.
Outlet
You need to
Burger.
order a platter for the Purdue
Right.
game.
Yes.
For the Purdue game.
Get some burgers, Outlet Burgers for the Purdue game. Wherever you're going to be watching it, you got to go ahead and get it because, I mean,
All the burgers are great, but to me, that was.
If somehow the team doesn't play well, at least you got good food, right?
right. Well,
That's a guarantee.
and you got 20% of the proceeds going to the families
Yep.
that,
Directly
yes.
to help, not cancer research, but for expenses like travel.
And think
Hotel
about the
rooms.
holidays right now,
Oh,
too,
man.
how difficult
Hey,
everything
look,
is.
somebody speaking from experience that had a child at UAB for 93 days at this time of year, we spent Christmas Eve in a NICU unit in Birmingham. It definitely means something. And, I know it's totally different because Al lives with cancer, but bottom line is it's a lot of things going on in everybody's lives all the time. And then, your life can be kind of flipped upside down when you least expect it. I know ours was, and, we're blessed that Brinley's who she is now, but I did get to watch, unfortunately, a lot of family stories that didn't end that way. So, again, just think about that, as you move through the holidays and,
Say your prayers. Think.
yeah, be thankful for what you have. And, just know that there's a lot of people out there going through a lot of difficult things. And, so that money that you go to that burger could help pay for somebody's hotel room that they're staying in to try to be there with a family member as they go through a really tough time in their lives. So that's kind of where all that comes from. I mean, you're enjoying a great burger, but by buying that burger, part of that money goes to help people. So that's the good thing about it. So, all right, we're going to get off. Faith, I'll let you end it.
Hope everyone has the best day ever.
Absolutely. Go be good to somebody. Do nice things. It's always easier to do that, and it's a lot more rewarding. And we will catch you tomorrow for more Auburn